The other stars of the game, by the way, of course, the commercials.
Now, according to Ad Age, a 30-second spot during this year's big game could cost up to $5.6 million. So here today to talk about some of the most talked about ads, Abhi Biswas from the UT Dallas School of Management. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, that's a lot of money, $5.6 million. Who were the big spenders in the big game?
It's staggering the amount they spent, $5.6 million for 30 seconds. There were actually 80 such spots, and the biggest spenders were, the two biggest spenders by far, were Pepsi and Anheuser-Busch InBev.
They typically have the deep pockets when it comes around, right?
This is mostly about the big brands. So they spent $56 million and $40 million on this one game.
Wow.
But I don't remember any of those commercials.
We're gonna go through some of them right now, the big talkers right now, and talk a little bit about them. One of the most popular one was the Jeep commercial and their groundhog ad. Have a look at this. Hey! I got it. You got the groundhog!
Hey, Farmer Bob. Have we met? You believe this guy? About 100 times. You're gonna freeze to death. Who cares? See you tomorrow.
I have to admit, I laughed out loud. I stopped cooking to watch this one. What do you think? What worked about that ad?
This ad actually topped 3 of the charts. USA Today's ad meter, it ranked #1.
Wow.
It also had the highest share of digital voice, so all the social media buzz, #1. So it clearly was the winner this year. So what really worked is a couple of different things. One is everyone loves Bill Murray, especially people who are above a certain age, but even the younger people apparently recognize Bill Murray from the classic Groundhog Day.
I guess there's a certain nostalgia behind that people really enjoy.
It's nostalgic advertising, and then with Punxsutawney Phil in there, the message that, you know, it's a different day in a Jeep every day, and it was so funny that lots of people said that, you know, we could do multiple runs of this with him.
Another one that a lot of people are talking about is Google's tearjerker ad. I'm sure we all saw that. Let's have a look at that.
Remember, Loretta loved going to Alaska and scallops. Show me photos from our anniversary. Remember, she always snorted when she laughed.
Now, I mean, this one on its face, the simple production, but very emotional, and this tugged at a lot of heartstrings.
You absolutely I mean, that's exactly it, tugging at the heartstrings. So, a couple of interesting things about this ad. Well, first of all, it was clearly the most sentimental ad of the entire 64 ads that were shown. Secondly, little known fact that it's voiced by the grandfather of a Google employee, and it's about her grandfather and grandmother. And this was done beautifully and eloquently told story, and what really made this work is that smooth, resonant transition from obviously the dry interface of technology, Google, where it takes us into this very nostalgic, deep, personal space.
Because who has not lost somebody that you don't want to forget?
Absolutely. And even if you haven't, even the youngest people have memories, and nowadays we're storing them up in the cloud. And that's what the world is coming to. So this absolutely resonates with everyone. And a lot of people in the room, and where I was watching, you know, saying there must be a lot there. No one wants to admit it.
Everyone was cutting it at the same time.
Exactly.
There were some funny ones, though. Hande Smart Pak with the Boston accent. Have a look at this one.
Texans didn't get that.
Just hit the clicker, car packs itself. It's smart. It's wicked smart. And I can pack it anywhere.
Just had a lot of people cracking up on this one.
Smart Pak, absolutely. It's all about the Boston accent, and what really works for this is they've got 3 great, lovable celebrities.
Well known.
All 3 of them, Drach, Krasinski, Chris Evans. I mean, and the accent is so distinctive, and they even threw in David Ortiz and Big Pappy, so it resonated in all kinds of ways. And the other unique thing, I think, about this ad compared to many of the others is it actually emphasized the brand product in terms of what it does, the feature that it actually assists in parking, if you will. So,
Yeah.
So that worked. That
All
worked
right.
really well.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the ads that missed the mark, because there were some here.
Or let's not. They spent so much money on these ads. Do you think that sometimes they do it on purpose?
This is Winona's, by the way.
I know, no, they don't do it on purpose. They wouldn't do that, but it turns out that way. The Winona one, people didn't understand what was going on. They were trying to recreate the scene from Fargo. Luckily, unfortunately, they didn't try to recreate the flat accent, but it just didn't work. It was confusing.
Abhi, this avocado one was a little strange, too.
It was bizarre. Molly Ringwald trying to create this artificial shopping network saying with avocado products. It's pretty much a non sequitur in terms of celebrity. Didn't work.
And how about this one, the Mr. Peanut one? That was a little strange as well, with the peanut that just pops out of the ground? Baby peanut?
That's right. But the interesting thing about this is this was the most talked about ad going into the Super Bowl because of the Twitter buzz that Mr. Peanut was going to be, well, he was killed and his funeral would be seen during the Super Bowl, but they actually resurrected him. So 67% of the people on Twitter said, big letdown. If you're going to kill someone, kill him.
Abhi Biswas from the UT Dallas School of Management. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much.